This is Matrix Lord 212, and talking about Doctor Who, we know that Omega created the scientific experiment that led to time travel, and with it he was trapped in the antimatter universe. He survived. We know that he is the creator of time travel, but who created the TARDIS? The TARDIS, or whatever, however way you pronounce it. Who created the machinery that used his experiments to time travel? That's the question. There are talk that Omega is going to be returning. And when he was those times with the Gallifrieyans, they were not Time Lords, obviously. Time Lords came to be after the fact, after he invented time travel, after they invented the TARDISes. That's when they became Time Lords. So technically, Omega would not know anything about a TARDIS. He just did the scientific experiment, but he would not have no clue how to build a TARDIS or create one. So this throws everything in doubt, because a lot of people are saying, oh well, Omega had a TARDIS built with a larger, or had them build a TARDIS to save him. But he would have no clue how to, he would have no clue how to build a TARDIS. So they were built after. So that's something to think about. But with Series 7, there's other things I want to talk about too, and that is, they keep saying that there's a rumor that Rory's parents are going to be in there. Like his father especially. They have to explain the Time Baby, okay, Melody Pond. The TARDIS can't just pop out a Time Lord, okay. One of them, Amy or Rory, have to be a Time Lord. They have to be. And also, you can't say that Madame Quaverian in that church genetically engineered River Song Melody, because no one had Time Lord DNA. Time Lord DNA, every time Time Lord died, they burned them. Okay, so there was no Time Lord DNA anywhere for them to do that. So that's out of the picture, that you're genetically engineered into a Time Lord. And also you take into the fact of regenerations and everything else too. So obviously one of them is a Time Lord. And which one? We're going to have to find out in Series 7. But one of them has to be a Time Lord. It can't be left to say that a TARDIS could just pop out a Time Lord, because that would just be terrible if they wrap it up and then they get a new showrunner and everything else and they just leave it like that. That would be a cop out. That would be like, really, that would be a big mistake. So that has to be revealed, just like other questions have to be revealed that they keep coming up, like Captain Jack's missing memories and stuff like that. You can't just leave that out there. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I think Series 7, it looks to be like you see the Doctor running on Bad Wolf Bay, so it must be really action-packed. I hope to see the Daleks this season. We've seen the Daleks every season. We saw them in Series 6, even for a little bit, in The Winning a River Song. We saw them in Victory of Daleks. We've seen them in every season. Okay, so, and even if they weren't, they were in a little bit. Like they were also in Waters of Mars for, like, if you remember, a couple of seconds. They showed a flashback. So no matter what, maybe there's a contract involved where the Daleks have to appear every year, because they have appeared every single series, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the specials, at least one, and series 5 and 6. I mean, they have appeared. So the Daleks will appear, I think, in Series 7 and Series 8. They probably have a contract for the Daleks to appear for the next 10 years. So that would be all the way up until, 2015, I'm thinking. So, if that's the case. So, I think the Daleks will appear in some form or another. The Cybermen, I want to see a strong Cybermen story. I don't want to see no 5-minute, 10-minute thing. I want to see that they're a serious threat, not just like when the Doctor beat them in like 5 minutes. And Craig probably will return. And also, you got to think about this too. The fall of the 11th might not be the fall of the 11th Doctor. it could be, and this is a weird theory for me, but it could be the fall of the 11th is the 11th death of Rory Williams, or the 11th Rory or whatever, because Rory has died many times, and I kind of lost count how many times he died. So maybe with the new series, he'll be dying a couple more times, and maybe it'll be the 11th death. So it could be the 11th Rory. So it may not be at all the 11th Doctor regenerating and dying. So, or falling and regenerating. We may have the 11th Doctor till 2014. 2000. Yeah, because you know what? If they're filming Series 7, there is a possibility they're filming Series 8 as well. So Series 7 they could span out from 2012, 2013, and Series 8 they could also span out from 14 and 15. So Matt Smith could probably be doing movies, but all of his episodes will be filmed. So that's quite a possibility. All right, that's more Series 7 talk. Talk to you later. Bye.